What's going on, everybody? David here. Today we're going to talk about how many points and cash I used for my last trip to Hawaii. But first off, on this channel we talk about travel, exploration, and photography. If that sounds like something interesting to you, please hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the little bell icon so you can get future updates on my videos. All right, so I want to talk about my recent trip. I just got back a couple of days ago, actually, from Hawaii. I had a really good time, spent 10 days there. I was in Honolulu for 2 days, and then I was in Kauai for 8 days. So I want to go over how many points I used, how much cash I used, and how you can do it too. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing I want to talk about is my airfare. So airfare, 45,000 points total. That's what I used. And what I did is I was flying from Los Angeles. I booked on United. So I'm using my Chase, the Ultimate Rewards program, transfer my points over. Actually, I had some points already in United because I do have a United Explorer Plus card. And so I use those points, and my flight from Los Angeles to Honolulu was 22,500 points. And then I did what you call a stopover. So I stayed in Honolulu for 2 days. That was my stopover. And then I flew from Honolulu to Kauai. Now, the trip from Honolulu to Kauai is an island hopper. I didn't have to use any points. I didn't have to pay any cash. So it was zero. So when you're booking it all together, you're booking multi-destinations. And when you do that, in some cases, if you do it right, in some cases, you don't have to pay that stopover. Okay, so that's what I did in this case. I didn't have to pay the stopover. So then I got to Kauai, and once I got to Kauai, on my flight back, I had to use 22,500 points to fly from Kauai back to Los Angeles. So that's how that all worked out. So 45,000 points there. Now, when I was in Honolulu, I stayed at the Hyatt Place for 2 nights, 12,000 points each night, 24,000 points. That's what I spent for that. And so when you're using points at a hotel, you don't have to pay anything else, no cash or anything like that, unless you want to do points plus cash. But in my case, I just used points. And so I did that. The only thing they're going to ask you for is a credit card, just to have on file in case there's some damage or something like that to the room. That's how that all worked out. Now, the last night that I was in Kauai, I used 25,000 points to stay at the Grand Hyatt. Really good experience. They upgraded me to a real nice suite facing the ocean, and it was just really nice. So I did that. So 25,000 points for that, 24,000 points for the Hyatt Place, and then 45,000 points for the flight. And so grand total 94,000 points. That's what I used. And then the cash that I paid was $150. Now, the $150 came from I wanted to get extra legroom in my seat. So the long flights, the 5-hour flight, I wanted to have extra legroom. And then the little island hopper, I paid an extra $10 to have extra legroom on that flight. And so that's it, $160, 94,000 points. And I know you're saying, well, wait, you were in Kauai for 8 days. What did you do the other 7 days? Well, my parents have a timeshare, so we used that timeshare, so I didn't have to pay anything for that stay. So I understand you would probably end up paying a little extra, $600, maybe $700 more than what I had to pay. But that's where you have to start getting creative, and you start looking at different ways. Like you might have relatives in Hawaii, or you might have other options that you can use, or you're flying with friends and you guys all split the costs, or you're flying with family members and you guys also split the cost. So it might not necessarily be that much, but I'm just saying in my case, that's how much I spent, $160, 94,000 points. But more importantly, I want to know how many points you used on your last trip. So please post in the comments below. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe for more, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye.